This episode of the Smoke Pit brought to you by the Nut Ruck by Arbor Arms.
The tactical fanny pack for your nuts and your butts.
Check it out at arborarms.com. Tell them the Smoke Pit sent you. I think your fucking apartment is haunted.
My apartment is not haunted, but why do you think that?
Totally fucking haunted.
But how so?
Because you live like a mile away from where they ducked a witch.
Allegedly.
No, it's I saw a history documentary about it.
Well, if it's on history, then it's true.
Not only that, but then what the people of Indiana did to the Native Americans.
Oh my God! Look,
And you brought that curse with you?
I would say Hoosiers inherently are not good people, just due to history. But we're getting better, and we're
Pawnee, Indiana.
Pawnee, Indiana, not a real place.
Known for its various crimes against humanity and the environment.
And in southern Indiana is where the KKK started. That is true. No, it is. It's true.
Well, we are very much opposed to that.
No, absolutely. I'm just letting you know. Inherently not good people.
Why you left.
That's one of the reasons, yeah.
We just lost all 4 Hoosier listeners.
Yeah, first off, impossible.
Because all 4 of them are related to you.
Because they love me. That's right.
You know who else we love?
Who's that?
Our guest today on the show.
Wah, wah, wah.
Lindsay, say hi.
Hi.
This is another Lindsay, not to be confused with the butt plug Lindsay.
A fan favorite for sure.
Yeah, definitely a fan favorite. So, quick story. I met my girlfriend Sam through the podcast, and she is best friends with Lindsay.
I was the original boyfriend, so...
Yeah. And so I came in and relieved you of your duties.
Sure, whatever you say.
And then as a result of that, we all got to know each other and became friends, and now Lindsay's here to talk about ghosts and shit. Wah, wah,
Yeah.
wah.
Wah, wah, wah. Welcome to the Ghost Adventures episode of the Smoke Pit.
So back to your apartment being haunted.
Yeah, man.
So I moved out of my place, and I was staying with you for about a week or so.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I woke up, and I flat out could not breathe. It was as if a ghost had wrapped its cold, dead, steely hands around my throat.
Or, and hear me out, you have breathing problems from your time in service, and you just can't sleep well or breathe correctly.
No, flat out, I did a sleep study, and they're like, yeah, the average person stops breathing 5 times an hour. A severe case of sleep apnea is 30 times an hour. I stopped breathing. Take a wild guess.
50.
105.
Oh, my God.
They're medically shocked that I was still alive.
I think you're a ghost.
I mean, that would explain a lot. That's why I could never get warm.
That's fair.
Big ass dumb clown feet, always cold as fuck, man.
Gross.
That shit sucked in combat boots.
You and your fucking meaty toes.
Meaty toes, Michael. Is that the subject that you want to bring up?
I don't. I just feel like it should be discussed.
I'm just saying, after 200 years of American war fighting, do you think we could have fucking found a way to keep our toesies toasty?
No, I feel like that will be the detriment of all American combat units is our fucking toes.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
1,000%. So, So after being force choked by a ghost, I got a sleep study done. I got a sleep apnea machine, and I sleep with it maybe once a month.
Well, there you go. And you're alive and kicking and looking great for the record.
Thank you very much.
You're
I appreciate
welcome.
that.
I know you've been working on it, and it shows.
Your beard is coming in quite nice.
Don't lie to me. There's no reason for that.
The mustache part is coming in quite nice.
That's pretty much all that fills out. So.
It's very Navy.
Yeah, it is very Navy. That's right.
Why do Navy guys have the best mustaches?
Because there's not as stringent regulations on our facial hair as other branches. Much like our tattoo policy, we can kind of go apeshit with it. So we take advantage of it.
Okay, I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, with us, it's like it can't protrude the corner of your lips.
Yeah.
Which makes all Marines who have mustaches look like creepers.
Oh, yeah, for sure. 100%.
Particularly with the high and stupid that we're required to get.
That's right.
Skin on the top, blood on the sides. God, I'm so glad I don't have to get haircuts like that anymore.
And your hair is glorious. You look great.
Oh, thank you.
You look good, buddy. Yeah.
So, Lindsay, I'll kick this over to you. A lot of guys don't realize this, but when you have longer hair, you actually have to plan out your shampoo and conditioning so that way your hair is not overly oily or overly dry.
I mean, yeah. A lot of people have, showerly plans to do so. But, I mean, it depends on if you're, super gross or not. So I have to shower every day because I usually get super gross.
Because you're super gross, yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly. There's a thing called dry shampoo. It's great. I highly suggest it. But otherwise, you have to shower every day.
Well, I mean, I'm not advocating for not showering. I just meant like shampooing and conditioning every day is not good for your hair.
No, my hair's been dead since sophomore year of high school, so there's not much I can do about that.
Wow.
I think not hair, but also the hearts of our youth. I think we've all been dead since sophomore year.
I've been dead. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, Story of the Year came out and just ripped out most of our hearts.
What a weird... Yeah, that's a solid reference. I'll give you that. That's
yeah, I mean,
bad.
you were already 53 when that came out.
I was 43, I'll have you know.
43 in Celsius.
Hey.
Math joke. Anyways, yeah, so thank you. I appreciate that. I shampooed and conditioned today, so it's a little flatter than it would be, but tomorrow a little bit more volume. And we're going to do a photo shoot with Mike.
Allegedly.
Oh, I am so excited for this.
We'll see how my hangover feels.
Speaking of which, you might be more drunk by the end of the episode than you usually are, which is crazy.
I mean, myself and Lindsay have been ripping shots, so we're feeling okay. So we'll see how the rest of this episode goes,
Michael, why have you been taking shots?
So we decided to invent a game. She introduced me to a show called Ghost Adventures.
Yeah. And
it's a pretty cheesy, over-the-top show, but I have since found an infatuation with it, and so we decided to make a drinking game out of it. So yeah, we have a chart taped up next to my TV that says every time something happens, we take a shot. And so we've been watching Ghost Adventures is the reason.
Yeah, that was kind of the inspiration for the haunting of your apartment.
Yeah, okay.
Was the show Ghost Adventures.
I agree.
The apartment was built upon a burial ground.
It's
probably knowing.
Buried all the hopes and dreams that happen around here.
No shit, man. Like, Virginia is either a haunted burial ground or a Civil War battle site. There's not a lot of in between.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, there are so many fucking battles across Virginia that, like, geez, I remember there's one guy I served with. He was like, yeah, man, we were driving from Chesapeake to Quantico to get our pictures taken.
Yeah.
I think for the board. Like, you have to go get height and weighted by some nerd in Quantico and take a picture in your uniform.
Some overweight nerd, yeah.
Yeah. And so, like, I had just made weight. I missed it by 1 pound, but I taped out.
There you go. Good.
Yeah, I didn't get fat till after I got out, so at least I wasn't a turd Marine. And so we go up there to get our pictures taken, and we're driving by a certain exit, and he's like, yeah, my great uncle Rico or whatever got shot in the leg in that ditch over there.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
He's like, no, I'm serious. Like, my family's been here since 17 Tickety, and you know, we fought in the Civil War.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And like, I'm the first in my family to be born and raised in the continental U.S., so like I can't imagine being able to like trace your heritage like that.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, so your apartment is haunted.
It's okay.
Back to that. And so the reason you might be a little bit more drunk is because we're going to do a bit of a trivia. And as a penalty for getting questions wrong, Mike and Lindsay will have to drink.
So we decided to make a game out of this since Lindsay is the residential Ghost Adventures expert here.
Subject matter expert.
We made a drink game out of this quiz. And then since I am watching The Office for the 13th time through in my life, I'm going to do an Office quiz. And all fans of The Office, I hope I do you well, but we'll see.
Yeah, and I am just going to casually sip throughout and moderate.
That's right, yeah, as you're one to do.
I have my Michelob Ultra, Fit Life Hot Boy Summer.
Are we sponsored by them? I don't recall that.
No, we're not. Okay. I just wanted to show that I'm responsibly drinking.
We need to get a beer sponsor for the record.
Yeah, we you need to throw some more parties too.
That's true. No, I agree. We should.
Okay, so what is up first?
We can do the Ghost Adventures quiz in front of you, so Lindsay and Dan, take it away.
Lindsay, currently 3/4 of the way through your degree in...
Psych.
Are you saying psych like...
No, like psychology.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I thought you were like, psych nerd, I dropped out, I'm doing coke. But that's clearly not the case.
Obviously.
All right, so she's 3/4 of the way. And when you commission, you plan on being...
anything that'll take me until I get my doctorate in psychology so that I can be a military psychologist.
You want to be a wizard.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. But no, my first choice was MS so that it'll be
multiple sclerosis.
Yep, there you go, Dan.
Yes.
Or better known as Mike Cincy.
Yes.
Yes.
MS was your first choice. President Jed Bartlett actually had MS. Or is that a fictional character from The West Wing?
It is a fictional character from the West Wing.
I had my suspicions. I thought the reporting was getting a little too good on that. So
do the game.
Our fans want to get to know her a little bit more. So where are you from originally?
Maryland.
And Maryland. So the state flag, love it, hate it, or indifferent?
Indifferent, but a lot of people love it. I will respect the fact that more people wear it than other states, and California is really our only component, so I'll fist fight anyone.
I think it looks like a racing flag at the douchebag derby.
Okay, I don't remember asking you, but...
Well, I will say that I am glad that they got rid of the rain tax. Apparently, if your domicile or improved structure prohibited rain from striking the ground, you would be fined as a villain against the environment.
Interesting.
Okay,
yeah.
well...
They finally got rid of that law.
When?
I think it was like 8 years ago.
Oh, good, so I was 12.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Young property owner.
Exactly.
First question. At what location did the team encounter a spirit nicknamed Mr. Boots? So why she mauls this over, this is from the show Ghost Adventurez.
You can read the names.
Yeah. Edinburgh Vaults, Kentucky House, Lizzie Borden House.
It was the vaults.
All right. She selected the vaults, and the answer is correct. Question 2.
Wow.
What location had an area that is known as the Death Tunnel? I don't know how to pronounce.
Can you not read?
Okay, how do you pronounce that word?
I don't want to look over the table. Trans allegedly lunatic asylum.
The Trans
Not that
Allegra
one. Go ahead, keep going.
Lunatic Asylum, the Waverly Hills Sanatorium, or the Yorktown Hospital?
Waverly Hills.
Waverly Hills is correct.
What the fuck?
Really embarrassing you here,
What
Mike.
the fuck? I'm going to lose this fucking quiz.
No, the first time I think I watched the show, both you and Sam were kind of like binge watching it, and I was just shocked by how dramatic the host is.
No, that's the whole point.
Yeah. What are Mark and Debbie's Constantino?
Oh, they're EVP detectives.
Okay, EVP experts, correct.
Yeah.
Where to Christ?
All right, where does Aaron witness a broken elevator open by itself? The Jerome Grand Hotel, the Riviera Hotel, or the Mizpah Hotel?
Mizpah?
Correct. Mike, this is like when she spanked you at Super Smash Brothers earlier.
First off, that's not at all what happened.
No, it 100% is.
3 lives to none. Fifth and final question. Where was Zach followed home from by an incubus? I'm assuming that's the band.
I
The
think
members
so,
of the
yes.
band
No,
followed
yeah,
him home?
all of
Yeah.
them, all
Okay.
4 of them.
All 4 of them. Wow.
Wow.
No roadies?
Just read the answer.
Who's going to carry their drugs if there's no roadies?
Nobody. That's who.
Oh, my God. No wonder they were angry.
That's
All
why
right.
they followed Zach home. He had them.
The Ancient Ram Inn, the Black Swan Inn, or the Glen Tavern Inn?
Ancient Ram.
Correct.
Swear to fucking God.
See, Mike, here's the difference, is
What?
that Lindsay doesn't want you to be wrong.
Right.
She
right,
wants
right.
you to be right. But you're over here
No,
just
that's a
hating.
lie.
Sure. No, it's not that I didn't want her
Petty
to be
life.
wrong, but it's very upsetting that she got them all right. All right.
Okay.
Give me my quiz. Where are we at?
Well, you wouldn't be able to answer Ghost Adventures, so...
No, because it's an insanely nerdy show, and I'm not a fucking nerd.
Okay. So, the Office quiz.
Yep.
Who started the fire in the break room in season 2?
Ryan started the fire.
Okay, they did sing it.
Yep.
What did Phyllis ask Michael to do at her wedding?
Wait, why doesn't he get multiple choice?
So, because they're fucking weird.
And that's fine. No, give me a sec. She asked him to give her away. Yes, no?
I'll just read the answers.
Wait, he has answers?
Yeah, give me answers. What are you doing?
No, he does. So either push her father down the aisle.
Push father down the aisle. That's right. He wanted to give her away, but push father down the aisle.
All right, that's right.
2 for 2.
What is Karen's last name?
It's Italian. Fuck. What are the choices? Yeah, give me the choices.
Okay, they're all Italian. DeSalvio. Filippelli.
It's Filippelli.
Okay.
Yep.
It is Filippelli.
Final answer.
Yep.
What is the occupation of Pam's blind date in the season 3 episode The Convention? There's journalist, doctor,
Cartoonist.
Is he correct?
He's fucking correct.
All right.
Who wins the fun run in season 4? Toby, Michael, Dwight.
Toby.
Okay.
Oof. The Scranton Strangler.
Yeah.
Does anybody not believe that he is the Strangler?
No, I believe it.
Everybody does, yeah.
How does Jan break Michael's TV in the dinner party episode?
Throws a Dundee at it.
Fuck.
Is that 5 for 5?
Yeah.
And I didn't even hear the
we
answer.
stop?
For the record, I didn't even hear the answers the way she did. So
That's
I just
no,
feel like
so different.
it is different. I agree because it's better. So.
Do you want to take a Ghost Adventures quiz?
Do you want to do an office quiz?
I could.
Roles reversed.
No, I
All
could.
right, let's spin
Switch
it
them
up.
up.
Okay. So I'll find one for you, and you find one for me.
No, I mean here you go.
You can just start at question 6.
Ask me Ghost Adventure shit. Yeah.
All
and
right.
Then
Okay,
ask her
then
office shit.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Let's
All right,
go.
although you've only seen 4 episodes.
I'm not as well versed. I just feel very competitive at this point. So let's go.
All right, who is the ghost hunting gadget inventor who often appears on the show? Is it A, Bill Chappell, B, Andrew Ryan, or C, Chad Kalick?
Bill Chappell.
That's not fair because I said his name earlier.
Correct.
Sucks. Lindsay, if you could, I'm trying to do a quick. Go ahead.
Who left the Ghost Adventurers team in 2014? Was it Billy Tolley, Jay Wesley, or Nick Groff?
Nick Groff.
Again,
Bam.
another thing I've said.
Lindsay, if you could, please. I'm doing a quiz.
I wish you'd tell me one episode Nick was in.
Older ones. Go ahead, Dan.
The Haunting of Mike's Balls. What happened to Zach during the Bobby Mackey Music World investigation? He A, got possessed, B, passed out, or C, got pushed over. It says O-U-V-E-R, so I don't know if that's Hebrew.
Yeah. Pushed over.
Incorrect.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
What was the answer? I think you have to refresh to get the right answer. Lindsay, do you know the answer?
He got possessed.
Oh, okay. Well, that's.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the common man's answer, and I refuse to do that.
No, of course.
I feel like the fact that I pointed out it was misspelled might have gave you a bit of an indication.
And it did. Next question.
What is the name of Zach's 2008 documentary film? Is it Sir No Face, Demon House, or Ghosts in Ghost Towns?
Demon House?
Oh, that has to
It
be
is
it.
Demon House.
Correct.
Hey, fucking A.
All right. The show's 2018 Halloween special was broadcast live from which location in Las Vegas? Is it the Riviera Hotel and Casino, the Haunted Museum, or Madame Tussauds Wax Museum?
The Haunted Museum.
It is also
Correct.
the Haunted Museum.
Yeah,
So 4 for 5 out of Ghosts.
Not
He's
bad.
just
Not
fucking
bad.
guessing.
I'm sorry. 4 for 5 is not bad. Now,
Madame Tussauds is in New Orleans, but anyways.
nobody asked. Let's
No, there's
go.
one in Vegas.
Let's go to the office quiz now.
Yeah, I went to Vegas twice last year.
Yeah.
There's one there. Totally disappointed in Generation Z, by the way. There was
Yeah.
6 millennials and 1 boomer. He was a pretty cool guy. His name was Ted. He had a weird hat.
Right.
But no Generation Z showed up. Totally disappointed by the Area 51 raid.
Yeah, we did a whole episode on that. So
Go back and check it out. All right, who's got the office quiz?
You had it up on your phone.
I didn't, but okay, I'll pull one up.
No, it was my phone that had it.
Yeah, I think
Yes,
it was.
Yeah. No, it definitely was.
But you finished it. That was it. It was 5 questions.
Okay.
All right, then.
Yeah, don't do dead air. It's gonna drive me nuts.
So while he was pulling that up, we'll go back to a little bit of Lindsay trivia. How did you and Sam meet?
She was a freshman. I was a sophomore in college, and she was in my squad.
Right on. So how has the program differed from your expectations?
Not much. I mean, I didn't have a lot of expectations going into the program.
Wise to not have expectations of the military.
Because I just didn't know what was going on, to be honest. But I mean, it's been great so far. So
All right, back to the quizzes.
So yes, scroll that feed and just do 5 random ones.
What does Michael pretend to fire Pam over in season 1? Is it A, stealing Post-it notes, B, not answering the phone, or C, wearing her glasses?
Is it not answering the phone?
Correct answer is stealing Post-it notes.
Stealing Post-it notes, that's right. Yep. Take a drink.
Second question. What's Pam's favorite flavor of yogurt? Is it A, vanilla, strawberry, or mixed berry?
Is this something that, like, Office fans casually know?
Yes.
Is it vanilla?
Incorrect. It's mixed berries.
It's mixed berry, yeah.
Great. Okay.
Take a drink.
All right. What's Phyllis's maiden name? Is it Vance, Lapin, or Lanpin?
It's not Vance. Is it the middle one?
Lapin?
Yeah.
Correct.
Good job.
What does Kevin suggest Dwight put in his gun holster? A cell phone, a banana, or a toy gun?
Probably a banana.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I assume that.
That's good.
Okay. Some of these are very lengthy.
Yeah.
What does Kevin buy for himself when he got himself for Secret Santa? Is it A, a foot massager, B, a foot bath, or C, M&M's? Incorrect. It was a foot bath.
Foot bath. It's
Fantastic.
an absolute foot bath, yes.
If it was M&M, I was just going to start singing Lose Yourself.
You're going to sing Lose Yourself?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Out
Or
of
should
all
I
the
do
songs?
Yeah, we couldn't clear it, for the record. It's one of the biggest songs of all time.
Yeah, I just really wish Weird Al would do the parody we've all been waiting for, which is Who's Yourself?
Ooh, I like it.
What's Stanley Morning 3x5? Is it iced tea, 3 sugars, 5 creams? Oh, that's diabetes in a cup. Is it coffee, 3 sugars, 5 creams, or is it tea, 3 sugars, 5 creams? Iced tea, regular tea, or coffee?
Mike, do you even know this?
I absolutely do, yeah.
Okay. Is it the last one?
Incorrect. It is iced tea with
Iced
3
tea
sugars.
with 3 sugars,
Fantastic.
2 creams,
I'm
yeah.
glad you know this.
All right, what's the name of Dwight's porcupine who used to make it look like Jim was pranking him? Is it Hilly, Henry, or Henrietta?
Okay, I know the answer. Go ahead.
I know the answer too.
Yeah.
Henrietta?
Correct.
Correct. It is
Okay,
Henrietta.
full guess.
Yes, yes.
Full guess.
Okay, what brand is Michael wearing on the day he accidentally wore a woman's suit? Is it Mystery, Sassy Pants, or Mysterious?
Is this like something that like fans know, or is
Yes.
this?
No,
Yeah.
it's
It is brought up at one point.
It is in one point. Yeah, I remember the conversation.
Mystery, Sassy Pants, or Mysterious?
I just like the way that Sassy Pants sounds, so let's just do that.
Incorrect. It is
That's
Mysterious.
Mysterious. That's what I thought.
Did you actually know that?
No, I really did. No,
Okay.
because him and Daryl were having a conversation. He goes, "Are you wearing a woman's suit?" And that's the reference that happens.
Yeah, I don't watch the show, so.
Woo.
Michael gets egg in his shoe. What kind of shoe was it? Slippers, Crocs, or flip-flops?
Crocs?
Correct.
Yep.
I know we've been way past 5.
I know,
was
yeah,
gonna
now
keep
there's
going
way,
until
way
somebody
past
said
5.
something, but
No,
nobody
I
did,
I
so I
like
just
it.
kept going.
No, I like these questions actually.
All right, as opposed to a whistle, what does Angela use as a assault deterrent? Pepper spray, flute, or blowhorn?
Probably blowhorn.
A flute.
It's a flute.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm glad you know. I am.
After after that episode, I pledged that if I ever heard a flute being desperately played from an alleyway,
Yeah,
I would charge in and defend who was ever playing it.
that's fair.
No,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
I'm proud of that.
Good for you. All right, do one last question.
All right. What does Michael eat instead of ice cream because they don't have any? Is it mayo and black olives, mayo and chocolate chip, or mayo and pickles?
I don't even know how to guess on that one.
Mayo
and
and
black olives.
Yep.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's comfort food, all right?
That's right. That's what it says, yeah.
Ugh.
All right, so that was a
So what we
total
learned
of like 3 drinks.
So yeah, exactly. So after actions, what did we learn from this?
Not much, because all of the Ghost Adventures episodes that you've gotten right, I have told you about. You've never seen a single episode with Nick Groff in it. No, you have not.
That just sounds like he has good, reliable sources.
So,
I'm the reliable source.
Nobody's discrediting that.
So anyway, after actions, what have we learned? That when it comes to pop culture and television series, even if I haven't seen them, I know more than most people.
I would agree with that assessment.
Yeah, that's it.
I would also say that despite not having watched it 13 times, Lindsay did pretty good on The Office.
No, she did very well. I agree. She flipped me off. I'm not sure why, but
no, because I taught you more about Ghost Adventures than you did about The Office. Obviously,
wow.
You've never asked me to teach about The Office. I asked you implicitly to teach me about Ghost Adventures.
Seek with an open heart, and you shall find. Am I right?
Amen. Amen. Amen, brother.
So, beyond that, Lindsay, do you have a favorite ghost story that you like to tell people?
okay, so personally, no, I've never had like a ghost story, but my one friend Cameron, who I lived with my sophomore year, she tells me this story about how when she was a kid, she and her sister were playing like hide and seek in the dark, and she said that she saw her sister peek her head out of the bathroom, and she went into the bathroom and turned the lights on to find her sister, and she wasn't there. And she was like, wait, what? And then her sister popped out of the bedroom, and she was like, what are you doing? Cam's not a liar, so I'll say that. But I do, like, that's my favorite story ever. No, I've never had an experience. I'm a pussy, so, like, I don't want to have an experience. But I love the show.
Yeah.
Mike?
Yeah. No, so there's actually a haunted forest in Peru, Indiana called Okefenokee, which if you Google it, it's incredibly, like, it's well known to be haunted.
The Hokey Pokey Forest.
Any fucking way. So, like most high schoolers, I went there one night with
Until
me,
you turned yourself around.
with me. Any fucking way. We went there, and we brought a camcorder, and we were recording our stuff, and my buddy Adam was actually the one recording, and we were walking through the woods, and all of a sudden he started screaming and like ran back towards the car. So when me and my other buddy caught up with him, he was like, "Did you hear that? Did you fucking hear that?" And we're like, what's going on? What are you doing?" And then we played the feedback, and it's literally him recording us with the light, and then all of a sudden you just heard a whisper come over the camera, and it was just like a voice, like somebody exhaling, like deep into the fucking microphone of the camera, and nobody did that. He didn't do that, and that's what he was freaking out about, because he heard that and it picked it up. So that's probably my closest ghost encounter, is in Okefenokee in Peru, Indiana.
And yet you still discredit Zach for that kind of stuff.
It's not that I discredit it. I discredit the fact on the show of Ghost Adventures is when they do light anomalies or when they go, oh, it's freezing cold over here, because they can't prove that. It's just them feeling how they feel. If you feel cold, I get chills constantly because of my lack of alcohol consumption at the time. So I feel like that's not ghosts, more of my actual own personal demons.
So the sound that you picked up was somebody going,
yeah.
Which is odd because I know firsthand that's the noise you make upon release.
Yeah, right, that's true, yeah.
So were you just jerking off and forgot?
I was, but I was also way off camera, and I don't know how it would pick me up.
Do you think it was a ghost doing the Indiana release?
The Indiana release? No, I know that's, like, again, if you Google Okefenokee, it's like a big, like, haunted area. Like, there were sacrifices on rocks, and like people show up on like horses, and so it's a whole fucking thing. So for us to pick up something like that on a camera, I don't discredit the supernatural. I believe in the supernatural the same way I believe in aliens. I don't know. That's kind of the only encounter I've actually had with it.
Just not Zach's supernatural.
Zach can suck all the dicks.
Also, I feel like if I would ever pick up on anything in Okefenokee,
first off,
I'd have to discredit that right off the bat.
I know everybody didn't see her face she just did saying Okie Pinokie, but go ahead and not only Google, but drive to Peru, fucking Indiana, and experience Okie Pinokie for yourself and tell me it's not fucking haunted. That's it. That's all I said. She had some stank on her face saying Okie Pinokie, but it's a very known haunted place in Indiana.
Well, I mean, so Pinocchio, Indiana is very famous for... wooden boys being turned into real boys.
All the Hoosiers are going to come after you. You have so much Hoosier hate in your mail, it's going to be crazy.
Well, I mean, all of them stopped listening after you betrayed your state in the beginning.
I never betrayed my... When did I betray my state?
The very beginning.
When?
Indiana release.
I swear to God.
Well, so as for my experience, thank you for asking.
I was actually going to, but okay. Yeah. Dan, have you had any supernatural experiences before?
Yeah, one time Mike burped in my ear, and I didn't know if it was that or the secondary Indiana release.
Yeah. Then I threw up.
The third. You know how, like, when you have, like, the emote options when you're playing video games, you can assign different catchphrases? Good old Mike's.
That's right.
Bit. Hit.
No, but Dan, have you ever?
Well, I think I told a story about the little girl laughing in Iraq.
You did, yeah.
Yeah, which is probably the most pronounced experience that I had. Did I tell the story about the meteorite in Canada?
No.
All right, so as a young Florida boy, I was contractually required to, go spread the gospel of Jesus Christ and alligators.
Amen.
And so I found myself at a summer camp in Canada. I think I was about 7 or 8 years old. And we're outside, like, roasting marshmallows or something, and then this massive, like, fireball just shot across the sky. And, I mean, when I say it was massive, it looked like it was a plane crashing right above our heads.
Mm-hmm.
And, freaked everyone out. And I was like, oh, my God, was that, like, a UFO or something? And the Canadian camp counselor, with the straightest face I've ever seen, said, no, extraterrestrials wouldn't be using carbon-based fuels.
That sounds like something an extraterrestrial would say.
Wow.
Yeah. And so I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And the craziest part about it was that there was no sound of an impact. There was no rising smoke from a crash, but like it was so low and so large, and you could almost like hear it go over, if that makes sense. But there was no evidence of it, and nobody's talked about it since. I've tried to do some research about it, but as being I'm 1 million years old, that was before the internet was invented.
I said 1,000 years old, but it's fine.
Reincarnated velociraptor.
That's right.
Fun fact: velociraptors are actually quite small. The size raptor that you see in Jurassic Park was actually a Utah raptor, inherently less cool than velociraptor.
Agreed.
So it was a marketing choice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, so I think that was probably the scariest thing that I have. There's been times where I've seen things, and then when I look back, they're not there.
Mm-hmm.
But the therapists say that's PTSD and not so much haunting.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, what do they know? They're just therapists, so.
Yeah, and beyond that, like,
You have thoughts?
Therapist in training beside me, I know she's aching
Slight
to
thoughts.
get out that.
Yeah,
Slight thoughts.
Into the mic.
I mean, maybe you've seen ghosts, but I don't know. Like, it depends on what it is. If it's aliens, then yes, probably ghosts. But
do ghosts say Allahu Akbar?
Dan, fuck.
Do they say Wallah Akbar?
Yes or no?
I don't know. I don't have my degree yet.
Oh, goddamn.
The degree will make you more knowledgeable.
The degree will tell me. It'll whisper in my ear. So
Ooh.
Is the degree haunted?
It might be. Shit, it might be.
Like
that would be worth the money.
Like a ghost from Okie fucking Pinokie.
No, Mike, we're not. No.
It's a real place. All Hoosiers know what I'm
Okie
talking about.
Pinokie.
Look,
Google
Mike,
it right now.
All I'm saying is that I will go to Okie Pinokie and sacrifice a Coors Light.
Don't do it.
And I will chop down a tree.
Don't fucking touch a tree.
I will take
Pinokie.
it to Scranton.
Oh
to
my
Dunder Mifflin.
God.
That's
The
in
paper?
Pennsylvania. No, that's
my God.
Oh, I'm
Pennsylvania.
aware. I have a truck. I'll make it happen.
Oh my God.
Yeah, your truck that's like cartoonish.
Well, I mean, it's got enough space in the back to put a couple tree trunks in it.
Yeah.
Enough to make a single sheet of paper that you can use to print your degree upon.
I can't wait. No, I can't wait.
It's so crazy, full circle, everything.
Yeah.
But
see, I was trying to do something for her.
I know
and
what
she
you're.
totally
Yeah,
shat
exactly.
on me.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you ever want to go to Okefenokee, we can do like a Pop Smoke Goes kind of like documentary.
Yeah.
If you want to do Okefenokee, you're going to be haunted. Something's going to happen.
Dude, I will literally go tomorrow. Like, I don't have much going on in my life. Like,
Sure,
I will literally go tomorrow.
And I get that, but bro, I don't think you understand. The legend of Okefenokee is like a fucking real thing.
Dan, imagine like on your tombstone it says like died at Okefenokee.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
No, I know.
It's
not
a
great.
tough spelling
it's
word,
not
yeah.
great. It sounds like a 6-year-old thing.
No, seriously, that sounds like the imaginary land that Mike made up.
I'm telling you, I don't fuck with Okefenokee.
No, I get that because there is an Indian burial ground right outside of 29 Palms.
Yeah.
And to quote another great Pawnee, Indiana reference,
Right.
I know 2 things about white people. The second part being of that is that they're terrified of ghosts.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I remember that. Like, of course, the Marine Corps built a base on an Indian burial ground. Deemed inhabitable by the Army in 1960, they sold it to the Marine Corps. And now that is the crown jewel of our training. Every deployable unit has to go spend a month there.
Ugh.
I think in addition to that, another kind of supernatural experience that I had is that have you ever, like, every time you see a sight or something, like your pulse quickens and you feel that burst of adrenaline?
Yeah.
That's kind of what happens every time I see Sam.
Oh.
So I assume that she's haunted. No, I just miss her. I wish she was here. 'Cause I think that the 4 of us would have quite a show if we were prepared and each researched a specific event.
We'll make it happen sometime.
Yeah, we just have to hope that this fucking corona gets cured.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Well, I'm living with her next year, so you guys can cry about it.
Oh,
But
shit. God damn.
I'm going to be up there all the time sleeping in my truck.
Dan, I will lock the door.
Woo.
Well, I mean, I would hope so. That's just good personal protection. I mean, please don't tell me that you're not locking your door.
Exactly,
Actually,
yeah.
I'm going to keep it open every time you come over.
Yeesh.
Oh, my God.
Yeesh.
Stressing me out.
I know, I'm stressed.
What do you care?
I'm stressed. This is a very stressful conversation.
Just his natural default state for having to admit to people he considers a place called Okefenokee.
It's a real fucking place.
I know. He handed me his phone and he looked it up.
Oh, I don't doubt that it is, but I think it is kind of funny because we have a place called Okeechobee. In Florida.
No, my grandparents live there.
Yeah, it's an awesome place, isn't it?
With the Lions King Country Safari or whatever.
Yeah, Animal Kingdom.
No, that's like my grandparents' backyard.
Yeah, it's awesome. Animal Kingdom is fantastic. We should go.
All right, we'll go to Okefenokee first, and then we'll go to the fucking...
I'd rather Florida first. Or
Ugh.
Vegas first.
Said fucking no one ever.
Said everyone.
I'd rather
Yeah.
Florida
Okay, let's look at
first.
the tourism numbers
Indiana?
between Florida
Oh my
and
God.
Indiana.
First off, the fact that you don't know... Okay, you're saying Florida because that's where you're from and that's what you know. Yeah, it's just the sunshine shit state and all the other nonsense that goes on there. We get it. Florida is... If you like fake tits and old people, then go to Florida.
No, it's like playing Grand Theft Auto in real life.
If you want a wholesome experience with true fucking, like...
Authentic Indian haunting.
Exactly.
In a place called Okefenokee.
Okefenokee. Every Hoosier that listens to this episode is going to go, yes, because it's a terribly haunted place.
And everyone else in the world is going to go, what?
And then they're going to Google it and find out that it's a terribly haunted place. So I just feel like I'm educating the masses, as I'm one to do.
As you are one to do.
Okefenokee, Indiana is haunted as fuck. That's all I'm saying.
As fuck. What is the metric for that? Like, how many hauntings per capita do you need to obtain to qualify for the ass fuck rating?
When it comes to a haunting in Indiana, it's like 5 corn stalks. It's all the corn.
Oh, okay.
It's all the corn.
I just feel like a ghost in Indiana would just be like, oh, let me get out your way there.
We have very polite spirits.
The most polite, yeah.
Yes, Midwest is the most polite spirits.
Yeah, ghost in Florida is practically a Slipknot concert. It's terrifying.
No, 100%.
And dolphin ghosts and shit, they're angry as fuck. And they don't wait for consent either. Dolphins are beasts.
They are, absolutely.
Anyone else want to jump in? I'm going to need a minute from that.
Exactly, yeah. Take a minute from slaying yourself with your own fucking jokes. I was going to make a Dan Marino joke, but I feel like it wouldn't land as well as the joke you just made.
Is that not the whole plot of Ace Ventura?
I mean, it's part of the plot. Yeah, Dan Marino's part of the plot. I feel like the kicker is the plot. But
No, it's okay. It's fine. You tried.
You know those moments out in the field where everybody's kind of like either in the smoke pit, or just hanging around like the bivouac site.
Yeah.
And don't worry, you'll have some of those one day.
Fantastic! Can't wait.
And everybody's bullshitting. You have like the field games you play. One of the best ones was kind of like the 5 degrees of separation from Kevin Bacon kind of game.
Yeah.
And so they would name 2 celebrities or 2 actors or whatever the case would be, and you'd have to connect them.
Yeah.
And I remember this one particular adult, who was always trying to prove his merit, but didn't possess the faculties and able to do so.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "All right, I got one for you. Jim Carrey and Dan Marino."
Oh my God! What a
and I remember
idiot.
I looked at him and I go, "Ace Ventura."
Yeah.
And everybody's like, "Oh!" And then, as frequently happens in the Marine Corps, like if your embarrassment meter gets too high, you just instantly get your ass whipped.
Absolutely, yes.
Like it's just part of the process. I didn't make the rules.
Nobody does.
But then everybody just started like beating him up.
Okay, but wait, not like to suck my own dick or anything, but I feel like I win the degrees of Kevin Bacon because my dad was in the movie All the Right Moves with Tom Cruise.
Ooh.
If you've seen it, I'm sure you have.
I have never even heard of it, but that does not discredit it as a good movie. I just have not seen every movie ever made.
Okay, well, regardless, my dad is 5'5". Guess how tall Tom Cruise is? A little bit taller.
5'6". Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Mike.
Got you.
So, born and raised in Johnstown, Pennsylvania, All the Right Moves was filmed in that exact area, and they took football teams from the high schools surrounding. Yeah. My father was part of one of the high schools.
Oh, that's cool.
He was shorter than Tom Cruise was. Tom Cruise made a big tackle, tackled my father, took the ball from him, changed the whole game. Regardless, so my father was tackled by Tom Cruise, who knows Kevin Bacon, which makes me, 3 degrees?
Yeah.
So if you can compete with that, I'd love to hear it.
Jon Stewart, Kevin Bacon.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, he just won. 2 degrees.
It's fine. I love to flex my father, so it's fine.
No, I get that. That's
super dope.
No, you can pause the movie and like see my dad's face exactly.
Yeah.
But that's it.
dope.
That's about all.
No, that's awesome.
That's all he has to bring to the table is that he was tackled by Tom Cruise because he was short enough to make him look big.
Does he ever regret not pursuing a career in acting after that?
No, he's a surgeon. He's chilling.
I think that he won in that.
Me too.
He's doing better than Tom Cruise is for sure.
No, and now his daughter's going to a prestigious university and a great program.
Yeah, but I'm paying for it on my own, so let's not go there.
God damn.
And that's why I'm in the military.
Oh man.
So if you had a scholarship or like a trust fund or something set up, do you think you would not have joined the military?
Well, I have a scholarship. It's pretty good, but I'm the oldest of 4, to say the least. So
is there like 3 in Thailand we're unaware of?
No, there's half and step siblings. I don't really consider the step siblings, but I'm the oldest of 4 that I'm related to by blood.
Yeah, okay, I get that.
No, I'm sure you do. Okay, so I got a little bit of money from Pitt, scholarship from the Army. So with everything that's going on, I get a little bit of money back from Pittsburgh. So I'm kind of like scamming them, but it's fine.
It's legal.
No, 100% legal.
Yes, because as a future officer, your conduct is becoming. I'm so used to saying unbecoming in reference to Mike that I had to pause there for a second.
Why am I
I'm
unbecoming?
not actually scamming them. It takes a lot of money to go there.
No, yeah, it's a great university. I've heard a lot from you and Sam. We have a lot of listeners there too. Mike and I went up there a little over a year ago, in fact, and I thoroughly enjoyed Pittsburgh. It was a nice city.
No, it's great. I mean, I wish I could go to grad school there, but I can't, so I'll miss it. But I do love it, and I know Sam loves it. So
where do you plan on going to grad school?
Anywhere that would take me, but not Pitt because they don't have the degree that I'm looking for.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I was telling Sam, I was like, look, what are the chances you going to grad school in Hawaii? Like, that'd be pretty dope, right? Like,
That'd be super fucking dope.
like, we don't have to buy real estate there. We can just get an apartment for like 2 years.
Oh, that'd be great.
And then, once we get island fever and you get sick of it, then we can just move somewhere else and then buy a house then.
I like that you're looking at him for approval.
I live there. That's why he's looking.
No, I know, but you guys are like staring at each other. You guys are make out.
No, probably, yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time.
That's
No,
how we
I'm sure
celebrate
it
the
wouldn't.
end of every episode with making out.
Yeah. But so yeah, I would also say that in addition to being very successful after his brief stint in the movie career, would he say that Tom Cruise is easy to work with?
My father?
No, the other guy who we were talking about who was in a movie with Tom Cruise.
No, you're right. No, my dad said he was fine to work with. He's got some jacked up teeth. Not that I want to pick a fight with Tom Cruise, but his teeth don't line up. If you've ever seen that.
Yeah, I saw that. He's kind of got like a middle tooth, and it goes from there. Which
Yeah.
I mean, God bless him for not.
Basically, he's got a
spending the money to fix it.
crossbite, but I mean, bless his heart, he's
Yeah.
still cute. So
Now, Michael, on a scale of, I was gonna
Yeah.
make an Indiana joke, but
I
I
knew you would.
completely
I
forgot.
No, it's fine. It's something to do with corn. Yeah, it's
Pocahontas.
Okie Pinokie.
Okay, so on a scale of Okefenokee to Okeechobee, how excited are you for the new Top Gun?
I'm actually genuinely excited because I feel like Tom Cruise, in the latter portions of his life, he's trying much harder in his acting and / movie choices. So
Yeah, he's still ripped too.
So he is absolutely ripped, and like the new Mission Impossible, like he went to free fall, like he fucking like the dude is trying to do the most. So I feel like I'm very excited for the next Top Gun.
Now, I have had people who worked on the ship that they filmed on
Yeah,
message me
yeah,
and say that he was difficult.
I've heard that too. Yeah,
Also, that they are CGIing the faces of the real pilots in lieu of the faces of some of the actors.
interesting. I did not hear that. I've heard he was difficult to work with.
Yeah.
From the sailors on the ship, but I did not hear about the CGI stuff. That's very interesting.
Do you think that the sailors, the poor enlisted swine,
Yes.
as Lindsay's kind refer to us,
Yes.
no, absolutely not.
Not
You
yet.
went ahead and said that.
Not yet.
no, it's yeah. Anyways, the poor, unfortunate,
Yeah.
gotta
Souls.
give them
Souls. I knew you'd say that. Yeah.
gotta give them a medal for behaving.
That's right.
The good conduct medal.
Yep.
Do you think that they had so little to lose in life that they just immediately started roasting him, and he was just in a bad attitude from there?
Yes to everything you just said. 1,000%. Yeah.
Because there are 5,000 people on an aircraft carrier, right?
Yes.
And
roughly.
so if the first two that he met were dickheads,
Yep.
and then he was mean to the other 4,998.
Great math.
That was really good math.
Yeah, I had to give myself easy numbers.
I saw you inhale to say that, so that meant a lot.
So I still think that logic holds up, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, what rating do you think the two assholes were?
Oh, definitely RP, and then followed by, I don't know, some kind of aviation rating.
Okay, like maybe aviation ordnance?
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
What
Probably
if they were
an
just
AO.
two MAs?
Yeah, well, he probably meant RP first because the RP of the ship was just like randomly walk around the flight line. They're like, "Oh, Tom Cruise, holy shit!"
If he was anything like you, he was passed out at the foot of the gangway.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You put one hand on the plank. He's like, "I made it. I didn't miss curfew."
Legally, I'm here. Yeah, yeah. I've physically done that before.
So after he stepped over you,
yeah, he stepped over me and then ran to a dickhead MA or probably AO. Yeah.
yeah, I'll probably say MA.
Yeah.
There's been a handful of MAs that I've liked, most of which I do not.
What is it about them that you feel like you don't like?
I think the fact that they went from high school to getting a gun belt and a badge,
Right.
and then having the ability to pull people over for going a mile over, or for having their fucking holes in their jeans in the PX.
And that's true, but at the same time, did
Yeah.
you not go from high school to getting a fucking squad automatic weapon in a fucking position of authority?
Yeah, but I got hazed a lot.
Yeah, well, I feel like MAs get hazed too.
Yeah, but they don't act like they do.
No, they act like they're God's gift to fucking the United States Navy.
No,
so.
because here's the thing, right? Here's one of the odd dichotomies of the United States Marine Corps, right? You're supposed to be this killer. People are supposed to be trembling in their man jams that a United States Marine, will come kick down their door and their life.
Right.
But they also act like scared puppies.
Interesting.
Because they get fucking hazed so much.
That's true.
That if a PFC is walking and he hears, "Hey, devil dog," his whole fucking body will lock.
That's true.
Try to snap, and my palms are sweaty just from the memories.
Knees weak, arms be heavy. Yeah. I feel you.
The defast spaghetti. No, and so they're sitting there trembling, and that's one of the things I tried to pass on was don't act like a boot. Don't treat. You can haze your boots. Obviously, you should fucking haze them.
Yeah, absolutely.
But at the same time, you can't expect them to be killers, but then expect them to be subservient bitches at the same time.
Yeah.
Just because somebody isn't shivering wide-eyed at parade arrest doesn't mean they're being belligerent.
Yeah.
You want fucking killers? Treat them like killers, you know?
Amen.
You want fucking scared robots? They'll act like scared robots. No, but I want thinking, killing warriors. And the difference between a PFC Marine and Navy rank E2,
right?
MA. Two?
Seaman Apprentice is the E2 in the Navy.
Oh, yeah, because they don't rate a rate with their rating.
Correct.
Navy.
Welcome to the shit show, bro.
Yeah, so a Seaman Apprentice second class and then a PFC in the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
The MA will have that smug look on his face, his thumbs in his gun belt.
Yeah.
And the PFC will, just be thinking about proposing to the hooer in S1.
Whatever chubby girl gave him a blowjob last weekend, yeah.
So I think that's the big difference.
That's fair.
Okay, so because I know we don't want to totally ignore our guests, I will pose one last question.
Yeah.
Before Mike shits himself and falls asleep.
Fair enough.
Lindsay. Mm-hmm. So now that you are entering your fourth and final year of your program, do you have any advice for those who are just starting out or who may be about to start their freshman year?
Definitely stick with it. I was the most I came into college as a theater kid, so there wasn't much going for me, but I still managed to somehow finesse a scholarship. Yeah. And here I am joining into my MS4 or senior year as head of public affairs.
Nice.
Somehow. And I ranked top 25 within my class. Just fucking stick with it. It sucks sometimes, don't get me wrong. It's hard, and the physical aspect is hard, especially as someone who couldn't even run a mile when I came into my the end of my senior year of high school. I had a hard time with that. The first time I ever ran 2 miles straight was the first PT test I ever took. Got into remedial, and after that I gained over 50 points on the PT test within a month. And not to say I'm a stud, because I'm not, but I'm definitely not a shit show. So if I can do it, then anyone can. Let's be honest. It's
the Indiana motto.
Not the Indiana motto, but regardless, it's worth it. And the worst thing that happened is that I made some friends. I got my college paid for. I met Sam before Dan did, so there's a win there. I was the original, and I'll take that to my grave. I will die on that hill.
Yeah, but I took her to Paris to drink champagne on top of the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, but I'm 21, so what the fuck am I going to do?
Not my problem.
She's living with me. Is she living with you?
Not yet.
No, I will fist fight over her. But regardless.
Please tape your wrists. I don't want them to break.
No, if you're thinking of joining, RTC in college, just do it. You're not going to lose anything. You're not going to sign anything until they give you a contract or a scholarship. The worst thing that could happen is you get a little bit into shape. And even then, what's so bad about that,
Totally get that. My sister got a contract for ROTC at Temple. Mm-hmm. And she didn't know how she was going to pay for college. She thought that maybe she was going to have to join the workforce. And Temple was like, "Hey, you want to be a fucking officer? Here's some college money." And slam dunked that on her. And so she's starting as a freshman this next semester at Temple. Mm-hmm. So, the fact that she didn't know that was how she was going to pay for college until like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I think that's quite telling. If I had known that, if I had just walked up to an institution of higher learning and they're like, you look like the officer type.
Yeah.
Then maybe my life would have went drastically different.
You wouldn't be here now, though.
No, I probably would have got shot in the fucking face.
For sure.
Okay, anyways.
By one if you're enlisted, yeah.
No, totally.
Yeah.
Like, and it would have been like not even a malicious thing.
No.
Just enlisted are so dumb.
The worst. Probably the worst people I know, yeah.
No, be honest. If any one of you just got butthurt about that, you can't tell me for a single second you can't close your eyes and think about one dickhead in your boot camp class, your first unit, or whatever, that you didn't think shouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
That's who we're talking about.
1,000%.
Okay, you guys want to cover anything else before we get out here?
No, I got nothing.
All right, Mike, your Uber's outside.
I live here. The irony of that statement.
I just wanted to say it to you for once. Bye. Is anyone else going to say bye?
No, no.
Just me.
And you're going to
bye.
So, yeah,
If you have a batshit crazy story that you want us to read on the show, shoot us an email at info@popsmokemedia.com. Also, check out our social media. You can shoot us DMs there. Stay up to date on all the latest Smoke Pit news. Also, check out our merchandise at popsmokemedia.com. Give this podcast 5 stars. We'd appreciate it. And share it with your friends.